What is up? Welcome back to Beerfield's Fantasy Football Shots. I am your Friday host at Hop BFF, Christopher Hopper, and we are here with the news for Friday, October 13th, 2017, which mostly, as a shock to nobody, consists of injury updates. As always, before we get started here, subscribe to the YouTube channel to keep updated on when these things come out. You can catch the Beerfield Fantasy Football Podcast. We are on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcast. Just released an episode earlier today. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, those come out. So game preview episodes out. Check it out. News. And getting into the news, let's start with the injuries. So we're going to start with the guys that we aren't sure are playing. Ty Montgomery, questionable with a rib injury. Sticking with the Packers, David Bakhtiari and Brian Bulaga, still questionable. So if they get those two in, that's really good for Rodgers, really good for that passing game. The Chargers, Mike Williams is questionable with the back injury. He's expected to make his debut this week. Don't expect a lot of fantasy relevance. He'll get a few targets, but he's going to have to slowly ease into the offense and earn himself a job. Also questionable, Marcus Mariota figures to be a game-time decision on Monday. So if you're a Marcus Mariota owner, make sure that you have somebody to start and start them, because it's a Monday night game with Mariota. You don't want to take the chance that he does not play. So make sure you have somebody to start over him. For the Ravens, Brashad Perriman, Jeremy Maclin, both questionable. This is good news for Mike Wallace. Rob Kelly's doubtful with an ankle injury, so Samaje Perine figures to get the bulk of the carries for Washington against San Francisco, which is a really good matchup. More on why that's a good matchup later. And then Devontae Parker for the Dolphins, questionable with an ankle injury, so good news for Landry. As far as those that are cleared to play, Derek Carr, Tyreek Hill, both cleared, good to go. Rob Gronkowski, Travis Kelce with a concussion injury. Matt Forte with his turf toe will be back. Julio Jones back from the hip. Jordy Nelson back from whatever his back injury, as is Derek Carr. Jay Ajayi will play, as will Vic Beasley be back for Atlanta's defense, and so they get the best pass rusher in the league back. And your guys that are out, so guys that aren't going to play, Terrence West is out with a calf injury, so bumps to Buck Allen again against the Bears defense. Stephon Diggs not playing with a groin injury. This is good for Thielen. Michael Floyd will see an increased workload. Treadwell should see a little bit more, but Thielen's the guy that this really helps there. Sam Bradford out with a knee injury. It'll be Case Keenum again. He's proven capable. And then Sterling Shepard with an ankle injury as expected. They're playing Denver. Real messy there. Shane Vereen might be the only somewhat kind of maybe startable offensive piece. And then other pieces of news. Luke Kuechly suffered his third concussion last night in the Thursday night game. It's his third in 3 years. According to their defensive coordinator, he seemed fine today, but keep an eye on this situation. The last time he was concussed, contemplating some not great things like retirement or whatever. So keep an eye on Luke Kuechly's situation. This is sad news. He's a great player. But you got to think about long term. So we'll keep you updated on Kuechly. Jordan Reed, he admitted to not being 100%. He's going to play in week 6. I don't think Jordan Reed's ever 100%. He's perpetually always not 100%. Helps Vernon Davis if he doesn't go. Vernon Davis will probably make it anyway, so if you really need a dart throw, safe. But Jordan Reed, not 100%. Stafford is going to play for the Lions against New Orleans. However, he is banged up. Should be able to run the ball in New Orleans. I expect a healthy dose of Amir Abdullah, Theo Riddick, Golden Tate underneath. I just don't expect them to put Stafford at risk in this game when they don't have to, with his normal mobile self. When he's got some quad injury and some ankle stuff he's dealing with, they're going to try and protect him, not get him hit, I think. So Stafford did a little bit down on this week because of the injuries, and he's just not been quite right. So I think until after the bye week, stay off of that. And then San Francisco released Navarro Bowman. That was their best linebacker, their best defensive piece. So look, they're rebuilding, they're trying to get younger. Navarro Bowman does not fit that narrative, but that is a bump to Samaje Perine as they do get younger and less experienced up the middle. So Samaje Perine for Washington will be up against them this week. That's all we got for the news. Stay tuned. I've got some DFS stuff coming up later. Tomorrow, Nick Sparts will be back with a news update. He'll have your ins and outs So some final decision. We also did some in and out talk on the episode that released earlier today. Be sure to check out the Beerfield Fantasy Football Podcast. Again, if you want to give me a follow, I am at Hot BFF, and I will catch you guys next time.